Welcome to Life Fit with DVD. I'm back again. If you hear something during this video, it is just my stomach and it's going nuts. I need to eat something soon, but I wanted to get this video filmed first. Um, I intermittent fast typically, so it's getting a little late in the day. I am past breakfast time for me, so if you hear anything, you know what it is. But yeah, I mean, just on that topic, I mean, intermittent fasting is a great way to stay metabolically fit. And ever since I started doing it a few years ago, I love it. It just cuts down on so much time, and I mean, saves money. Time spent preparing food, thinking about food, worrying about food. And in that time where you're not eating, you are actually healing. Your body is repairing itself and it's helping to clean out a lot of, um, you know, things that you have ingested that aren't good. And it just helps you to stay metabolically fit overall and is great for your energy production. But this is not what I want to talk about today. I could get into it and all of that much more at a different time, different video. But what I wanted to share today was something I was thinking about with making these videos, and it's that we learn so much through sharing and educating people on different topics. And sometimes, and why is teaching the best teacher? Um, well, it's because you're actually going through the thought process of putting together ideas in a way that will make sense to other people. And in that process of making sense of the ideas, they then it reinforces in your own mind the ideas that you're trying to articulate. And it's just a practice of trying to get more and more clear about how to articulate ideas in ways that other people will understand them. And I've been resistant to this idea for a long time because I've been conditioned from, in the past to basically see educators, authorities as, you know, glorify them, put them on a pedestal as experts, right? I mean, that is what our society has taught us for the longest time, that people that are specialists in their field are experts and they deserve to be listened to. But what I have found through my own experience is that nobody is going to know you better than yourself. And that does have caveats, for sure, but you're still the one that has to articulate to other people what's going on with you and what you're experiencing. And I know I just touched on a bunch of different ideas there. Because in my head they are all related. My head operates where it's like a web of knowledge and everything connects with each other. There's a lot of ideas that are interconnected, and it's like a spider web of just everything is kind of a node in the system. And when I speak about certain things, it almost triggers another perspective of a way to connect another to separate thing. So educating is a great educator, teaching is a great teacher, and looking at my past conditioning of acknowledging the experts, respecting the experts, trusting the experts, right? You lose touch with yourself and you lose touch with your critical thinking within yourself and how things are kind of going on, right? And I understand why people, trust the experts for sure. It's because it makes it easier to outsource, right? You don't have to put so much critical thought and conscious awareness onto something that you don't understand, right? Trust the experts, right? It's just an easy way to outsource your attention. I mean, it's just like eating fast food or something. You want something easy. it's easy, right? It's convenient. However, in that convenience, you might not be doing yourself, a service, right? You might be doing something that doesn't actually help you in the long run. It doesn't help you be life fit overall. It doesn't help you, improve your health or improve your critical thinking. It could, right, end up being a detriment to you because maybe you went to somebody that, maybe they're an expert, but they're not right for your own body, right, or your own, choices. So this is why it's so important in my head to critically think and be aware about what you're doing and the decisions you're making and how you feel, right? And articulating that. And that brings me back to this video, right? I know this is like a very roundabout way, right? I think I could actually outline this in a lot better of a way. But the reason I make these videos the way I'm doing them is because it allows me to flow and put the ideas out there as they come into my head. And maybe eventually I'll have to create some sort of outline that will be better for educating the audience or whatever. But at the same time, I feel like there's like a lot lost between those connections when I'm just free flowing, right? Or I'm reading a script. And of course, this is me now getting meta, which I love to do. The process of self-analysis is always a incredible teacher for me, right? I am always doing things and then looking at the things I did and saying, what have I learned from this? Can I do it better? Is there a way to improve upon what I'm doing that I would feel better about or would have a better result? And this is why teaching is a great teacher, right? I'm here right now on this video and I'm just sharing what my experiences about thinking, about the way I perceive things, certain ideas that, are taboo for some people, right? Or, in our society, people talk about, trusting the experts like it's the most important thing when it is the absolute opposite. We need to be thinking for ourselves. We need to be questioning everything. And we need to be questioning the perceptions of the things that make us feel uncomfortable sometimes. And just like this idea where teaching is the best teacher, I was resistant to this because of trusting the experts. And now I realize that teaching, and I'm not even trying to teach, I'm just trying to share my experience, but sharing or teaching, whatever, is actually helping me refine the ideas of what I want to share, how I need to say it, how I need to outline it, right? And how I can make it better. Because once again, it's all a process, right? Learning is a process, growth is a process. This channel is going to be a process. And I'm just sharing my process. And I think a lot of people could learn from, this and, just take, even if it's one thing from, the crazy way it feels like I think sometimes. Awesome. That'd be amazing. That's what I want to do is try to help people through sharing my experience because I've bumped into a lot of walls and have had a lot of things that haven't gone the right way. But through that process, through that learning, I've been able to, I think, manage things in a pretty good way overall. I'm pretty happy with how things have turned out so far in my life, right? But I'm always striving, right, for more, always trying to get to another goal. It's a battle against myself, right? It's not a battle against, comparing yourself to other people. Discuss that in some other videos too. You don't want to be comparing yourself to other people because that can really steal your joy, right? I think the video is titled Comparison is the Thief of Joy, and maybe if I figure out how to operate this, I'll post it. with a link or something. But once again, it's very important to be thinking for yourself right now in these crazy times that are ahead of us. And yes, I think things will get better eventually, right? But it starts with you. It starts with your own behaviors, your own habits, your own attitudes, controlling what you can control, and that is you. That is how you go about in the world, and what you share, right? Are you promoting, loving attitudes, positive attitudes, or are you, coming after people and hating on them and, comparing, people to other people or groups or whatever, and it's dividing you from other people as opposed to connecting them, right? There's so many ideas that are out there in this world that are bastardized in the way that they're presented when they don't need to be. And they're being used as a weapon to divide everybody instead of connecting. And I've bumped into a lot of those walls too when I share some of this stuff. But anyway, I wanted to share this idea of teaching, being the best teacher today. I know I touched on a bunch of different ideas in here, but I just wanted to share it in free form and yeah, see what happens, right? I am still working on the fitness videos. If you haven't seen the other videos, our basement had a leak and burst pipe, so been spending a lot of time cleaning that, taking care of that, fixing things, and that is my space where I do these things. So anyway, wanted to get this video, of course, out there right now, and I'm rambling, so like and subscribe if you could. That would mean a tremendous amount to me. Otherwise, until next time, see you later.